Hey, Kevin. Seen Shipwreck lately? Why? What did you do to him? Me? Nothing.
It's time for a teen movie to come out that does not hold back on things and does not, try to depict this picture of teenage life as, as being rated G, which it's not.
To me, the film is an honest portrayal of what high school was like.
Joni, was that you?
Can't hold it.
Though I don't really remember high school that well, nor did I attend that often. But I assume that for many people, this was what high school really seemed like.
Yeah! It's about adolescence, which it predominantly revolves around sex. Don't you remember high school? I know for myself, I was a walking hormone.
Oh, damn, you're following me.
And this sort of portrays that and the elements that go with it, and just the messes that you can get yourself into if that's your priority in life. This one time at band camp, I stuck a flute in my pussy. Which at that age, I think sex is the priority in life, especially for boys.
Vicky, Jessica, great to see you. Glad you can make it. Sherman! Hey! What the fuck are you doing here?
Anybody that ever says that they don't walk by somebody, at least once in their high school career, and they're like, hey, good to see ya, dork, walking away, they're lying.
I found that a lot of the things that were written were true to life, and I kind of identified with it.
Choir chick, what the hell are you doing here?
Well, I was asking Chris to prom, so do you want to go?
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Oh, dude, prom sucks. The first mention of prom in the movie is dude, prom sucks. And so it's kind of the epitome of the sucky prom with the bad prom band, and we chose the theme Arabian Nights for it. So
for no reason, absolutely out of nowhere.
No reason except that it was incredibly bogus.
They're playing songs like Midnight at the Oasis, and the singer is in this huge turban, and it's incredibly cheesy.
I don't know what you mean, but they're kind of dorky. They're like the hippest band around.
Arabian Nights is the theme of the prom, and we have an Ace of Base cover band. We're talking style. Woohoo!
Marker. Action.
Man, that was the cheesiest decorations I've ever seen. You gotta agree. Oh man, the gold palm trees really just over the top. This is like my third prom this year. I went to prom with a girlfriend, took a friend's friend, to prom, and then I come here and film another one.
It was really, really fun to go back to prom. It was a good time. I personally have terrific memories of high school prom, and it was fun to recreate a little bit of that.
I never got to go to my senior prom. So for me, it was my prom.
We did a nice Steadicam shot of bringing every character in with their dates, and right now they're doing a critical scene where the four main guys are discussing the main focus of the movie, which is the pact, and how a lot of them feel that this sucks and it's not worth it and it's screwing up their friendship.
Come on, we made a pact. You can't break that.
So we're getting a lot of the prom stuff out of the way.
My best friend, Vicky, who's played by Tara Reid, is unable to deal with the reality of the loss of her cherry. And so, I'm there to coach her and coax her through it.
We're gonna have sex when he's ready and I'm ready. It's gotta be completely perfect. I want the right time, the right moment, the right place.
Vicky, it's not a space shuttle launch, it's sex.
I think a lot of the guyness in high school is the macho thing, is that they do want to get laid, and their hormones are running wild, and they want to have sex.
Yeah, don't you think you fellas could try a little tact? I got company, if you know what I mean.
And it's cool. One guy has it. He's like the Mac Daddy. She's hot.
Do I think boys have a one-track mind? No. I don't think all guys have a one-track mind. I think most guys do, but I think I'm the exception. The girls, they hold the power. They've got the upper hand. That's the bottom line, though. I will say that much. I think ultimately it's up to them. And then we just go along with it.
We basically have no say in the matter. I'll agree on that. If they want it, they'll get it. If they don't want it, they won't get it. And we're just here for the ride.
You're dead.
You think girls mature faster than boys? Duh, no. Please.
I think women are more mature, I mean, in high school.
Maybe that's why the younger girls get the older guys, or maybe it's just because the older guys can't get the older girls, I don't know.
Girls know exactly what they're doing. You know, I think they go to some kind of like private little school where they know what guys think, and they, you know, they play it off a little bit and they act like they don't know and they play the game. They know everything about us.
Give them some space to laugh, so you do.
At first, I was very curious to see how it was going to work. I've never worked with two directors before. I was curious and at the same time excited and at the same time a little skeptical. Any skepticism that I might have had has been completely erased.
They work so well together, and because they're brothers and they're so close that it just adds to the mix.
It's just from having grown up together and from sharing the same sense of humor, we have a sort of semi-telepathic communication, so we don't disagree too much, and when we do, we try to keep it away from other people so that they
Yeah,
don't.
absolutely. And we usually say cut at exactly the same time.
Sometimes it just takes a glance to realize that we need another take or that something's not quite right or some nuance that we want it differently. But generally, we try to work as quickly as possible and not be infuriatingly slow in disagreement.
I wouldn't have known they were first-time directors. You know, well, maybe I would because they're so polite.
I tend to love first-time directors. They're really patient and really willing to work with the actor, and they take the time out, and they are so calm. These guys are great.
Paul will come up and go, "All right, let me give you the note that I gave Brando in '53. Act, baby." And just walk away. And, you know, I need that when I'm working on a film. Like, I like to joke around because it keeps, you know, my energy level up. You know, it doesn't make it boring, and they just come in and they're totally willing to do that.
This is a destructive set here in Great Falls.
Action. Breath check.
The guys hang out in a junky hot dog place called Dog Years.
Do you think she would prefer laid back Jim or cool hip Jim?
And it's also an incredible bitch to film in because shooting 4 people around a table is impossible to do. But there we are.
I ate about 58 hot dogs. I don't know, I lost count. I think Eddie K. Thomas counted it 15 whole hot dogs.
Do it one more time.
I didn't eat lunch yesterday. I mean, they've got incredible gourmet lunches here every single day, and I was too stuffed of processed pig feet to even fathom eating something like that.
There was a big lacrosse theme and several lacrosse scenes in this movie.
Do I turn around or something like I know this is...
So there was a lot of brutal hitting, and I gotta say that Chris Klein, who was a former quarterback in high school in Nebraska, took a bunch of hits that day.
Actually, I think he was a linebacker, but...
Linebacker and a quarterback.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
The kitchen pass took me 2 days. 2 days to get it, and haven't come close to perfecting it just yet.
My character does some crazy stuff, and no, I don't have any fear about doing any of the stuff that I've done. Do you want me to expand on some of the stuff that I've done? Oh, I humped an apple pie.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Shrimp? It's not what it looks like.
I dance naked. No, I looked at it like this. The stupider I looked, the stupider I felt, the more embarrassed I was, is probably the funnier it's gonna look. So that's how I looked at it, and I just went in there and I just said, hey, it's gonna be funny.
You guys are gonna fuck, aren't you? Fuckers! 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 Fuckers!
It's an R-rated
fuckers,
script,
fuckers.
and it's an R-rated movie.
Ouch.
And being a teenager is very R-rated.